Thank you again for joining me. Let's get to these videos.
In the Middle Ages, there's these people documented in history, documents in all these like novels, history books, whatever, of people called the Blemmies. You ever heard of that? So every single culture has a story of people like this.
Ew, what is that?
So it's like a face on the torso of a man. But
What the f is that?
see, right? That's why, look at it.
What the heck?
So listen. Why is it that something like this, it seems so mythological, like there's no way it can be real. There's no proof of it too. But it's found prevalent in Asia, Japan, like China, all of these Asian countries. It was prevalent in the Middle Ages in Europe and in Africa.
What?
So tell me, how can something like that, like face on the body?
What does the Blemmies do? Are they just like an unsolved mystery? Like
No, they're like a population of people. They're like people.
What the heck?
And you know Alexander the Great? He's a real person.
Yeah.
So in the stories of Alexander the Great, in history, fam, he's a real person. Like he did real shit. Part of his story is these people called the Blemmies are real.
What the heck? And they're just roaming around somewhere.
They're just roaming around somewhere, fam. We just never found. Maybe we just never found their remains, or maybe who knows? Do you think it's all fake? Do you think what is?
There are all sorts of unusual beings, or monsters, described and depicted throughout history. The headless men, known as Blemmies, were described by the likes of Christopher Columbus, Marco Polo, and Shakespeare. They have been depicted on hundreds of maps. Most maps place Blemmies in Africa, India, or Tartaria, also called the land of Gog and Magog according to most ancient maps. In Mandeville's Travels, a popular catalog from the 14th century claims the 10 lost tribes, including Blemmies, will return with the Antichrist to slaughter a great number of Christians. There are many more of these unusual beings to mention, but for now I'll leave you with this image.
Strange if you ask me. What do you think? Have any of you heard of the Blemmies?
See, it's videos and things like this that make me believe more in giants, that they actually existed. This is a huge-ass tree that's been cut down and turned into a base. And then you also got these pictures of the Devil's Tower that's also a tree that has been cut down. This is how trees actually used to look. And my thing is, what and who cut this down? And what did they use to cut this down? And then you got pictures like these that also convince me that giants were definitely real. Cause who the fuck are you going up against that needs to be killed with a big ass sword like this? It's a lot of stuff about this realm that we do not know about, but they put it in TV shows and movies to give you a watered down version. If giants existed, then most of the stuff that you see in movies does exist or has existed.
In the heart of Nevada, USA, a mysterious cave is hidden amongst the arid desert landscape. Digging for bat guano in 1911, cave miners stumbled upon the mummified remains of an unusually tall, red-haired skeleton. But it was the discovery of a pair of 10,000-year-old bark sandals, which were over 15 inches long, that seemed to verify rumors of giants inhabiting the area. The indigenous Paiute tribe, who occupied the region for thousands of years, recount a dark tale of their ancestors encountering a race of red-haired, cannibalistic giants who would dig holes along the trails of the tribespeople, awaiting them to fall in before recovering the bodies and eating them. In a fierce retaliation, the Paiute waged war against the cannibals, cornering them within Lovelock Cave. They devised a cunning plan, igniting a massive fire at the cave's entrance, suffocating the giants and ensuring their demise. Even today, eerie traces of soot still linger at the cave's entrance, leaving some to ponder if this tale of giants holds an element of truth.
Why is the government trying to hide giants from us? In May of 1912 at Lake Delavan, Wisconsin, a lost race of giants was dug up at a burial mound site. It is said that the skeletons had 6 toes and 6 fingers. They strongly resembled the Nephilims mentioned in the Bible, which were described as extremely massive and strong beings who were the result of humans breeding with fallen angels. Giant bones are not a new finding. There have been multiple findings reported in recent times of human bones that are massive in size. But what is really strange is that in every one of these findings, people who claim to be the State Museum will show up and collect the bones. The discoverers will be offered a settlement, and soon enough the bones vanish and are never seen again, and maybe even destroyed. There is a lot of debate over why these findings are being hidden. Some believe that our past is much different than we've been taught, and that if people found out about giants, they would start asking even more questions. All this evidence has made many people ask,
Our history is slowly being erased. But why? Tell me what you think in the comments.
This bubble cymatics, you're probably going to want to sit down for this one. This is a bubble attached to a speaker, and it can create holograms. But it also gives us some clues into our big gassy friend in space. Now this is a pretty easy way to view cymatics. You just need a bubble and a speaker. And you can do this with one speaker or two, like this guy, and they connect. And when you push a frequency through it with a ring light, you get to see the sound through the bubble. And the sound can make some crazy shapes, like my favorite one here, the life-giving energy container, the torus. Now here's where I'm gonna break your mind. This way of viewing cymatics can create 4D shapes like the Klein bottle, just by using a frequency and a ring light with a bubble. We can conceptually visualize shapes that are outside of 3D reality. Now that's insane. If you want to know more, I actually have a book on it.
There is something to all this frequency stuff. What do you think?
How the solar eclipse looked in each state. The last state is crazy.
This photo was taken by hikers in Bolivia. Initially, it just looks like an attractive shot of the surrounding area, but something odd can be spotted on the other side of the lake. Zooming in closer, there appears to be a semi-transparent creature walking along the edge of the water. We can see that the creature resembles the gray alien, with elongated arms and legs, a rounded head, with large bulbous eyes. The creature seems to be semi-transparent and doesn't have a reflection, so is this some kind of interdimensional creature, or just an elaborate hoax?
Just imagine what the massive and beautiful forest of the old world looked like. A forest full of trees that went up as high as the eye could see. The remnants of this beautiful forest can be found all across our realm still. You just have to open your eyes and see.
Meanwhile, in Ohio today, it looks like they're playing a game of tic-tac-toe. Huh. Oh, we know. Oh, we definitely know. These skies were blue as it possibly could be. Just, I don't know, an hour ago? Now you're hitting us big time. Oh, the world, the public is waking up.
WTF.
I'm like fucking scared. There is no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow.
At this point, anything can happen when you work in a hospital. It smelled so bad.
No, yo no sé. Iba a decir eso. ¿Sí vio?
Follow for more.
Strange times we are living in. What is your opinion on the giant trees? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed these videos. See you next time.